Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. And today guys, I did my first session again today. But this time I am not doing the activities. I'm just talking if I want to, so that way I'm participating and I'll be on the sessions and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. It was odd. I couldn't log in at all for 20 to 30 minutes. I couldn't log in. Like, it wouldn't let me. Like, something was preventing me from logging in and something like that, because every time I typed it right, and I always kept typing it right, it said, incorrect login, try again please. Or please try again. And I was like, what? And I kept doing that, and it just wouldn't do it. Like, it wouldn't let me in. You know, and it was odd. Like, I couldn't log in. There was some people I didn't know. The only people I knew was Derek, Amanda, and surprisingly, Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick was on there. Everyone else was new to me. I didn't know who they were. I don't really know who they are yet, but probably with me being on there for these upcoming weeks, I'll be getting to know them a little bit better. I'll tell you some of the people. There is a girl named Elizabeth Green. There is a guy named Jeremy. And he's actually kind of a funny guy. Like, he's a smart dude. But, like, every time he talks, he makes a face expression. So, like, what I mean is, like, he does this. I'll show you. He goes. So, I don't know what that's about, but I like it. It's different. So, there's him. There's a guy named Kevin. He wears a hat a lot. And then there's Kendrick, of course, I said. And then there's a few other people that are on this session, so that's cool. And, you know, Amanda wanted my input, and she was like, Devin, please tell us what you think on this. And because I already did all this stuff, right? Like, the stuff that they're doing, I've already done, you know? And today I just wanted to see how it would go, and it's not bad. All I gotta do is just listen, and if Amanda or Derek or both say, hey, Devin, I'll just be right there. So, and then, of course, as you may know, I got that, that talk phone meeting thing at 4, so it gives me a little bit of a break there. I got the thing tomorrow with Derek and Amanda, of course, and then yeah. No phone calls for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but next week on Monday, I don't know. It just all depends on what, there's Boots over there just chilling in the shade. But that's what is going on. And yeah. So anyway, yeah, so we're doing that. And it was on. Derek was on, but he wasn't showing himself. Like, he popped up one time in the entire session, and then he just wasn't on there. Like, he made his screen, like, blank. It was like a yellow screen, like he put something yellow over his camera. And I don't know what it was, like, something, it was just odd, man. Like, I couldn't describe it to you, because it's just, I don't know, it's, like, odd, you know? So, anyway, but yeah, that's what happened today. I really enjoyed today, because, like, in my head, I was like, oh, I have to do this again. But actually, I really enjoyed it. Like, I got to hear different people's opinions on stuff, and apparently, like my group and other people's groups that I've interacted with, they're like quiet. They're not like talkative people. But then once I like popped on there, people were just chatting and just talking. So that was good. So I'm kind of like being like an Amanda and a Derek. I observe what, people are doing, and I like comment. And that's all I'm basically doing. Like, I'm not doing anything that requires like work, which is fine. So, but guys, I also wanted to say today that there is another virus, and you're like, oh my god, we got coronavirus and another virus. What is it, Creep-On Slayer? Well, this other virus, it hasn't been around for like a long time, like since like the 17th century, 18th century. Alright? It's called the Bubonic Plague. And apparently there's some cases in China of this bubonic plague. And if you don't know what bubonic plague means, it's basically fleas. Okay? So I'm hoping and praying that it doesn't come to West Virginia. It is out. My mom was browsing on Facebook, like she does, and like everyone else that uses Facebook. Yeah, apparently something's going on over there, and I don't really know what's going on. There's a theory between me, my mom, and dad, and I don't know if anyone else thinks this, but there's a theory that they're trying to grow viruses. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. It's just a theory of ours. Now, you might agree with us because, we have this coronavirus and it came from China, supposedly. Came from China. And now, it's just in China right now, this bubonic plague, but I'm hoping it won't spread to any other country or any states in the U.S. That would be pretty bad. Speaking of like fleas, but there's like a tick, and I think I mentioned this on the video. I'm pretty sure. I thought I did anyway, but if I didn't, I'm gonna mention it. So, actually I did, but like I wasn't explaining about it. So there's this tick, and it can actually get on you and actually kill you. These ticks actually kill you. Not just suck your blood, but they go to your brain and they kill you. These ticks. I don't know what they're called, but they're just ticks. That's all I know. But now there's like fleas and stuff like that now because of this bubonic plague. So, I don't really know much about the bubonic plague other than fleas, because I was like, Mom and Dad, what does that mean? And they're like, well, it actually means fleas. And I was like, oh, okay. So, but yeah, that's what was the thing. And honestly, I don't know, man. Like, all this stuff going on with China and the world, it's just too much. Especially for me, because, like, all these things are just happening. And we've got, the police crisis. We've got that now, the bubonic plague. We've got coronavirus. I think it's just too much. Like, I think the world just needs to cool off. Like, I think we need to just not do anything for a while, because our world right now is just so messed up right now. Like, and I know some of these things are not new. The only thing that's actually new is the coronavirus. Because, yes, we've had bubonic plague. Well, not we, but China has. We've had police brutality and all that stuff, misdemeanors, whatever, for police. We've just had a bunch of problems with stuff recently in 2020, and it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I want to keep looking positively about stuff, but, I mean, the world's making it harder to make it more likable, you know what I mean? The world is, like, really harsh right now. Like, this time last year, nothing really happened that I know that was noteworthy or mentionable. Like, nothing was, like, so popular to the point where everybody was talking about it, you know? Like, it just, yeah. But, I don't know what they're gonna do. There's some info. They are actually doing some stuff, which is cool. Bill Gates is actually paying for a cure, so they could find a cure, or either that or making a cure for the coronavirus, so that the way the coronavirus is done. Fingers crossed, let's just hope it don't go to like 46 strands. It's right, it might have went up, it might be like 37, 38, but last time I checked it was 36 strands of the virus, so it could have went up at least by 2 digits in like the last few days. Like, it could have went up, so who knows? But you know, I don't know, man. Like, so we've got a virus, we've got a plague, we've got issues with police, we've got murder hornets, we've got ticks that kill you by targeting your brain, we've got not being able to go anywhere, and we got other political issues. It's just too much for 2020. Like, this year, my opinion, it hasn't been one of the best years ever. Like, it hasn't been the best year because there's so many issues in the world right now. And statues being torn down, and I don't know, man. Like, it's just so much. Like, honestly, if the world had eyes, it'd cry, because there's just so much evil right now. It's just not cool, man. Like, there's so much going on right now. Like, it's too much. And not only that, you know, I'm not having the best year because everything is stoppable right now. So, I don't know, man. Like, this year, I want to put positive things down. The only positive thing I can honestly say is I'm alive. That's the only thing I can really say right now. And I've got a roof over my head and I got food. But other than that, I can't really say that I've had anything else that was a blessing to me, because everything else has been crap. Like, everything has been sucky. Like, nothing has been like a joy to me, or nothing has came into my life this year that has been like a good thing. And it might be even worse. Hoping it tests, though, guys, I might lose friends because of this virus. And not because I'm not talking to them. Well, maybe, I don't know. Not because I'm talking to them, but because they might die from this if they're not careful. And I'm hoping and praying every single day that Devin doesn't get coronavirus, that Hannah doesn't get coronavirus. That Matthew doesn't get coronavirus. Every friend of mine, I hope and pray that they don't get coronavirus, because I pray that I don't get it. Because I worry about it. Like, I'm just afraid just to walk Sweetie anymore. Like, I really don't like walking Sweetie now because of this virus. It's so nuts. And to think that there's another thing like it, but it's animal related, because obviously fleas are animals, that this bubonic plague from China could come over and take over the grass, like rule the grass, and just potentially kill a lot of people. And the United States is pretty big. Like, the states expand across a big proportion of the map. A big lump sum of the map. So, for that to be a thing, dude, fleas taking over from, like, California up to, like, New York, crossing over, oh my god, dude, you know how much in trouble would be? We just hope that this bubonic plague doesn't hit you right on a cruise ship or something like that, or a ship to, like, carry supplies or food, and it doesn't come over here and spread here. Because that's what happened to the coronavirus. It was from China, and it came over here, and it spread like wildfire. And that's another issue right now, fire. Like, we're having so many forest fires and stuff like that, and storms and flooding and losing of our homes. What do we do? Well, we can only look to God, honestly. Like, the Lord looks into everything, and He does deal with in His own time. So does God, They deal with stuff in their own time. But, guys, like, all this stuff is nuts. And to add more worry, hate to, but, for years I've been hearing about the San Andreas fault line. Like, it could split any second, and it just be an island. And, not splitting, but same with England. Like, it could just float away. Hoping to test it anyway, but it could. And I've been hearing some issues with, like, lightning bolts, like, because that's partially the problem with wildfires, is that there's a lightning bolt strike, and it hits a tree limb, and it just catches the whole forest on fire. The whole forest of trees, And it's just like, whoa. And, it's like, it's like this coronavirus is affecting animals, because I'll prove it to you, right? In the day, it doesn't get shown, right? Sweetie's liking this walk and accepting it. I need to record a video of when it's nighttime. When it's nighttime, she fights me to be outside. Because there's some type of animal out here that's throwing her off, making it to where she doesn't want to walk at nighttime. And I'll have video evidence of this, because, like, she fights me every night. Like, and she pulls me between cars, and she goes, come on, like, if she could talk, she'd go, come on, Devin, let's go inside. And she worries about my mom and stuff, and, like, there's some scent or animal or something that's, like, a scent in the grass that deep enough to where we can't smell it, like, on top. Only she can, because she's nose level with the ground, Her nose is level to the ground. And it's just nuts, man. Like, I fight every time to get her a walk for, nighttime. She fights me every night. that I walk her. And it's odd because I think this coronavirus is affecting, like, everything, man. Like, especially us. It's making people depressed and sad and stuff. And for some bizarre reason, a specific animal, I think it affects birds, because, like, I keep seeing a lot of birds lately, like, and I'm not talking about, like, just flying. I mean, like, for some reason, they're, like, building nests everywhere. Like, I mean, everywhere. And I know there's tons of birds, but that's not what I mean. Like years ago, you'd be, like, saying to me, oh, yeah, you see birds, right? Oh, yeah, flying across the sky. And I see it on my roof see them on my roof once in a while, but other than that, not really. But ever since the coronavirus, I've seen them build nests and stuff, like, in, like, odd places. It's like above Josh's. Like, they've been building a nest on top of Josh's ledge of window. And same with us, like, they build it on a bloody pipe. Like, it's weird. Like, for some reason, this animal, the bird, their species is going nuts because of this virus. I think this virus is affecting birds, especially birds, because, yeah, and bears too, because I've been hearing a lot about bears as well. Like, bears have been coming out whenever people are walking about, whether it be to have a daily walk or go to someone's house to visit and drink lemon Kool-Aid and play video games. Like, it's just, I don't know, like, I don't know, all these animals are just getting confused because, I don't know, like, they're used to seeing people, but now they're not seeing people like they used to, like last year or in 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, those years before. They're not getting to see the people that they're used to. So it's throwing the animals off. And it's just weird, like, all this stuff. And I don't know, I feel this way. For some reason, it affects plant growth as well, because ever since the coronavirus, here especially, I haven't seen so much, like, mushroom growth in, like, a long time, like years, you know? I've been seeing mushrooms just constantly grow on our grass. Like, I've been seeing it constantly. Now they've kind of died down and they all decayed. All this mushroom growing business is kind of ceased now, but, like, god dang, there's been so many mushroom growth. And it hasn't been like this for, like, years. And ever since this coronavirus, they've just been popping up. Like, one here, one there. And it's just like, what? So I think it affects plant growth. I don't know, it's like, what? But that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, this is nuts. And also, you gotta think, oh yeah, well, and of course, the plant growth is just a concept. It's not an actual truth that it is because of coronavirus. I just think that because, like, every other year, I haven't seen hardly any mushrooms, but now this year, I think it's connected with coronavirus. The mushrooms are, for some reason, somehow, some way, they're connected, I feel. And it's like, Now, this is just a joke, okay? Take this as a joke. I've been seeing more people because of the coronavirus. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I was telling Larry yesterday, because I was doing laundry and I chatted to him. The other day, I saw a car from Ohio parked next to Laura's car. And then, like, there was other ones too, like other vehicles. Like, I've seen some from Alabama, I've seen some from Illinois, I've seen some from other states, and I'm just like, wow. They just like to hop and run to another state, don't they? Like, they really do, man. Like, they really, really do. And it's just like, huh? You know? I keep seeing, like, our, like, car, and I think it's Dad, but, yeah, he's doing errands today. But, anyway. But, yeah, today's NuSkool session was really odd because, it's just odd, man. Like, I couldn't describe it to you, but, like, I never had a problem with NuSkool, like, logging in. Anyway, see, look, bird's nest, see? Odd places, like, on an edge of, like a window, like, and the same with Josh's, like, I'll show you what I mean in that in just a second, because I'm going to head in. And I think the coronavirus affects temperature, but anyway, it's been so hot lately, like, it hasn't been this hot since, at least 2 years ago or so. Like, last year I didn't really feel the heat, but this year, good God, I feel it. So I think about 2018, that's when I felt the heat. But yeah, last year I didn't really feel it. But anyway, like, I never had a problem logging into NuSkool. But, you know, this time I tried to log in like 6 times. Or however many times. Like, I couldn't log in. Like, I couldn't log in, and it was just so weird. Like, it was the oddest thing I ever saw from NuSkool. And, you know, Derek was trying to help me. I kept texting and calling Derek. Every minute I'd turn around, every 5 minutes. And I was like, dude, this is not working. He was like, oh, okay, we'll just log out. And I even logged out and refreshed my page twice. And it still didn't do it. And it was like, Amanda phoned me and I don't know if Amanda's hanging out with Derek, because, like, she was on the same phone number as Derek, so they might be hanging out, I don't know. But or they use the same phone number, one. But, which I've never heard of such a thing, because usually people have different phone numbers, but it was the same phone number as Derek's phone number, which was odd. So that was a bit odd, so I don't know what was going on there. But yeah, and she was like, alright, I'm going to tell it to you. And it's weird, as soon as she told me, it worked. Even though I typed it right up, like, a handful of other times, like, through text message and through Derek speaking to me on speaker on the phone. Like, it was odd, you know? It was just like, what in the world? And let's just add one more, it's like a joke. I've been seeing squirrels. See, there's a little squirrel over there. I can zoom in. Little squirrel over there. See, coronavirus affecting squirrels as well. So, birds and squirrels. Only species that are really affecting. And dogs, because Sweetie's been acting odd lately. But, yeah, anyway, I'm going to show you the bird's nest. You know, like, there was one, literally, like, not Laura's, but the one next to Laura's. Yeah, it's a bit odd. But yeah, I've been seeing tons of, like, just birds and squirrels mainly, and issues with dogs, because I think it is as far as, like, for some reason, like, they know that there's something wrong, but they don't know it's called, like, coronavirus. Like, dogs don't know. Do you know what coronavirus is? Do you, pup? Do you, sweetie, do you know what coronavirus is? No, she doesn't know, see? She doesn't know what coronavirus is. She knows there's something wrong, but she can't tell me, because she can't speak. Like, she can't use her tongue, her dog tongue, and tell me what's wrong. Like, she can't do that. And see, it's like, here, hold on one second. See above Josh's, see? Just in weird places, like, usually it's a branch, but now, since coronavirus, it's window ledges, like, it's weird. Or pipe ledges. So, window ledges and pipe ledges, like, is that how they work now? And white cars, like I've been seeing more white cars as well, especially this coronavirus. But anyway, no one wants to go for like a black or, you know, a yellow or any other color, like not even like a gray. It's odd, man, like really odd. Or even like a beige. No, I was playing. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I've been seeing more like insect growth as well, like not just plant growth, but insect growth. So yeah, tons of stuff for coronavirus, and who knows what the bubonic plague will affect, especially in China, like what growth or what downfall it will have for China, or us even. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. I'll catch you next one. Creep out.